Crawford Avenue family. I am glad that you are joining me on this video, and I want to share with you a few updates for the coming weeks in the life of our church. The first update I want to share with you relates to our reopening plans. As you know, we have been in a multi-phased approach to bring us all back together for gathered worship. And so this last Sunday, we completed phase 1 successfully, and we're grateful for that. And this Sunday coming up, we will move into phase 2. Now, as we move into phase 2, there's a number of things that are going to remain the same as far as what we originally proposed. And then there's going to be a few adjustments based on circumstances. And so I want to update you on what we're going to be doing for phase 2. Let me just share with you a few of the highlights. First of all, as originally proposed, phase 1, we allowed up to 50 people in attendance for gathered worship. And now as we go into phase 2, we're going to transition to allowing up to 75 people for gathered worship. So that's something we're excited about, is we're going to have the opportunity to allow more people to be here, be present as we worship on Sunday morning. Also, we will continue to practice social distancing. And so we will encourage folks to wear a mask. And if you don't have a mask, we'll be providing those at the door as you arrive. We will also continue to require that people pre-register for the service. Now, you can register at crawfordavenue.org/COVID. And if you're registering, make sure to register yourself and your children if your children are coming with you. Now, probably the biggest change that we're making this week as we move into phase 2 is that starting this Sunday, there will be no age restrictions. So all children of any age will be able to attend. And so we're grateful for that, and we're thankful that more families hopefully will be able to attend as a result of this change in our plan. Now, I do want to mention to you that we will still not have nursery or Crawford Kids at this point. So if you register your children, they will need to stay with you the entire time that you're here on Sunday. But again, all children will be able to register and attend of any age. Also, as we enter into phase 2, this is a little bit of a change that we're making as well. Community groups are going to be able to resume meeting together in person at the discretion of each community group leader. So we're giving each community group leader the freedom to choose what works best for their particular group. So this also is exciting, and we trust that as a result of this change in the plan, that we'll have a number of our community groups meeting together in person in the weeks to come that previously were not. So those are updates related to our reopening plan, and looking forward to this Sunday and being able to gather together for worship, and there being more flexibility and openness to more people being able to be here as a result of that. The second update I want to mention to you relates to our live stream. So this is something that we have not done in the past, but as we began to work through this multi-phased approach, we started to live stream so that people who were not able to be here could participate in the service. And the first week, the live stream went really well. It was perfect. And so very grateful for that. This last week, I know we had some challenges with the live stream. There were some glitches, and the video feed went out at different times. But I want to let you know that our staff and our volunteers have been working hard on that this week, making some significant changes to our system. And so we believe that we won't have those problems coming into this Sunday. And so at 10:30 on Sunday morning at youtube.com/Crawford Avenue, you can access our live stream. And I do want to say thank you to our staff and all the volunteers who have been working hard to make our live stream possible. The third update I want to mention to you is related to the month of July. So in the month of July, the elders are calling us as a church to a season of fasting and prayer. Now, there are a number of reasons why we will want to devote time specifically given to fasting and prayer as a church. One is because the world is experiencing a global pandemic right now. And so this should be of concern to the people of God, and it should be something that the people of God are praying about. And so this is one reason why we want to set aside a time for fasting and prayer. Another reason is related to the unrest that we are witnessing in our nation right now. Whether it's related to the racial division that we see in our country, or whether it's related to the conflict around our upcoming presidential election, there's a great deal of unrest in our country right now. And I know this is something that is burdening many of us. It's something that has caused us, some of us, a great deal of grief. And so this is something that we want to commit to the Lord in prayer and ask that He would have mercy on our nation, and that the Lord would use this difficult time in our country to bring about revival and to bring about spiritual awakening. And then finally, we especially want to pray for ourselves as Crawford Avenue Baptist Church, that as we begin to meet together in person again, and as we are looking to the fall and making plans for the future, that the Lord would look upon our church and that He would protect us and bless us and show us favor as we seek to fulfill our mission to make disciples. So this is something I'm really grateful for, looking forward to, as we as a church have time to set aside, devoted time to fast and pray together. So with that in mind, we're going to be asking you that if possible, you set aside the lunch hour on Thursdays in the month of July for fasting and prayer. Now, there's going to be more information that's going to be coming forth about what that time will actually look like, what we should actually be praying for specifically, and so forth. But I want to go ahead now and mention that to you so that you can begin to prepare your mind, prepare your heart, even prepare your schedule so that you can set aside that time each week, Thursday lunches each week in the month of July, for fasting and prayer. Well, those are the updates that we have this week, and I am looking forward to seeing many of you here this Sunday, Lord willing. So I hope you have a great day, and thank you for taking time to listen to this